So what I do now is I go to my patient here, and if I put that same matrix on from the wax up, you see, I got my palatal matrix incisal edge. That's covered. I just have to worry about the facial part. And then I can put this matrix on because this shows me the final contour, and I can peel that back and I can see exactly how much room I have for dentin and enamel. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and bond this. So let's put a little bonding agent on this guy. And I etch the whole tooth here, okay? Because I don't even know where the end is. I don't know where my margin is. It's feather in so thin. It doesn't matter. It will disappear. So I etch the whole tooth because I don't know where the margin is. And then I dry this for 10 seconds usually, get all the solvent out of there, and then we light it. So now there's my matrix. I'm going to build my milky white layer with my milky white. This is a nanofill composite. I've been working with this composite for over 10 years, and it's really nice. It's a nanofill. It handles really well. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this on my resin keeper, and I cut a little bit off. I always do it like this because it eliminates air in there. And I make it into a little ball, like this. And then I'm just going to apply it to my matrix. You could just smash it on there for now. Now, one thing I do use, let me put this away here first, is I use a bit of unfilled resin. I use brushes a lot. I can't do these type of restorations without a brush, okay? So I take this and I put a little drop of it. I do not use bonding agent on my brushes. This is unfilled resin. This is resin blend. You could get it from Cosmetin. It's called a brush and sculpt, and etc. Okay. There's my matrix with the milky white, and then I take this instrument. This is a multi-use instrument. It looks like that. Got a blunt end on it, and I thin that milky white layer out. So I just and I adapt it to the tooth. So I'm really just flattening it out, right? And I use this club shape and just flatten it. And you want it thin so you see the blue through there. And sometimes you don't want it to stick. I just put a little bit of that unfilled resin, the resin blend in this case. And I'm just adapting that milky white layer to the rest of the tooth. And then I take a number 3 brush, that's this, and I put that brush, just wet it into the unfilled resin. You see I'm skimming it off. I don't want a lot of it. It's like paint, right? You skim it off the edge of the paint can. And I smooth it. Do not ever use a bonding agent to do this, even though it's tempting, because it has alcohol in it or ethanol that will dilute the resin. And I take my IPC, this is my IPC long, and use it like this to shave it off. This is just to remove the excess. You see how I'm moving it? Because if I don't move it, it won't shave off and it'll make a big mess. And then I use this to break the contact. I don't want that touching. I'll show you how we close the contact later. No need to do it yet. Then just use this to just move this material over a little bit. Move it off again. So what I've captured is, this is a very critical step. because I've got the incisal facial line angle very accurately depicted there. And I'm going to open my contact again. I'll show you how you can close that later. No worries now. And we're done. So where's my light? So let's fire that up.